Hey, so I often talked about how I feel government's broken. I have another case for you. Recently, my colleague Carrie invited me to a social at a place called Blue Garage, which is in Lewisham, which I've learned is in South London. And it was just a really cool social. So Blue Garage is this incredible space co-founded by a guy named Michael Korn. So Michael Korn owns a business there. They've got this factory space, and after the pandemic, they didn't need as much space as they had. And so he's turned it into this really cool community space, co-working space, maker space that does workshops, does events, and really helps incubate businesses that otherwise couldn't function because they can't afford large-scale factory space they don't need. So it's a brilliant concept. But the thing that really hit me was that this type of thing, what Blue Garage is what every community would want. It is unlocking entrepreneurship within the community, it's providing jobs, it's providing opportunities, and it's bringing so much to the community. This is exactly what government should be all over. They should be supporting this type of stuff. But that's not the case. And there's so many entrepreneurs I've heard the same thing from who just talk about how governments, instead of helping out, are either absent or even worse, blockers. And this is so frustrating because this is why people get upset at government. Because we know government should be enablers of this. They should be the ultimate enabler of this stuff, but they're not. And I think it's a couple things. I think one, governments are afraid of getting sued because of playing favorites, which happens a lot. There's a long history of litigation against government. And so to save money from getting sued, which is expensive, they put in place tons and tons of process. Because then you can be like, well, at least I'm following the process. But the problem is that the process is complex. And most people don't know how to work through the process. And it's slow and time consuming. And communities, one, don't know how to work through the process, and two, don't have time for it. And so the only players that can really work through the process are the big corporations, the big companies, the insiders, which is not what government's for. The second thing is that local government has just been overloaded with responsibilities and had their budget slashed, constant downloading, and to the point where now governments are going bankrupt all over the place. And this is a huge problem that we need to change. But this is not what the future has to be. Governments can be better, they need to be better, and we're a key part of that. We're a key part of enabling governments to be the best that they can be.